The setting opens up at the Watkins residence.
Oh, good morning. I didn't hear you get up this morning. Well, what's the matter?
It's you on that job that's the matter.
I'm working on it. Don't worry. I just need your support right now.
You know, the way that you handle things, our relationship, this job, you don't need my support.
Well, I'm just trying to get my life right with God, and it'd be a whole lot easier if you're supportive while we did that.
I can't tell you.
How may I help you?
I'm looking for Attorney Watkins.
Wait, shouldn't you be at school?
I'm going here to see the trial day.
You look too young to be a lawyer.
No, you're my mom's lawyer. You're supposed to help her get out of jail, right?
Well, don't worry about it, son. Everything's going to work out.
This scene is taking place at Johnson Financial Firm. Attorney Watkins is going to talk to CEO Julian Johnson about the case today. The case is about a legal dispute of how a client used his money to invest in the company, and it was misused.
It's open.
How you doing, boss? Hey, the son of your employee just shut up at my front door talking about I want to keep his mother from going to prison.
Anyway, here's everything you should need to get us on.
Well, I don't know the details of the case that well.
You're one of the best lawyers around. You don't know the case that well?
And, you know, life's just been different for me recently.
Well, life better get back to reality soon, because in the case that you can't do your job, I can easily go out and get somebody else who can.
All right, well, I'll look over it and make sure I'm well prepared for it, boss.
All right, that's what I like to hear, but you can't do that by just standing there.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's reality.
All rise. The Court of the Columbus Judicial Law is now in session. The Honorable Judge Jordan Johnson is now presiding.
All right. All right now.
Proceeding.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today calling the case of plaintiff Kyron McCarroll and defendant Lethal Wellington. Miss Wellington, you're being charged with the crime of embezzlement. How do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Here, proceed with your opening statements. Are both sides ready?
Ready for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Ready for a defendant, Your Honor.
We will open with opening statements from each attorney, starting with the plaintiff's attorney.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the defendant here is being charged with the crime of embezzlement from the prestigious law firm Johnson Financial. And between my client and her, there was a written agreement where it clearly broke down how the money was to be invested and the profit that my client was going to receive. And as you'll learn, money was spent for things quite different. Thank you.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, under the law, my client is presumed innocent until proven guilty. During this trial, you will hear no real evidence against my client. You will come to know the truth that my client here, Miss Letha Wellington, was just doing her job by helping the investor invest into the firm, so both the corporation and the investor would gain profit. Also, there is no written agreement to be found. So simply, therefore, my client is not guilty.
We will do our cross-examination, so the defendant will come to the stand, please.
Please stand. You solemnly swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I did.
Please state your first and last name.
Letha Wellington.
You may be seated.
Miss Wellington, how did you come into my client?
He approached me because he had some extra money.
Man, she stole my money.
He wanted to invest some money into a prestigious law firm.
And how exactly did this process take place?
We were in my office on the 4th floor.
And was anybody else in attendance?
No, just the two of us.
So, Miss Wellington, let's just cut to the chase. What did you do with the written agreement?
There wasn't a written agreement.
Interesting. Thank you, Your Honor. No further questions.
All right, now if the plaintiff will come to the stand, please.
Uh-oh.
Please state. Swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please state your first and last name.
Kyrie McCarroll.
You may be seated. Okay. So do you have a copy of the rent contract?
No, I shredded mine because I didn't think it was that important.
Okay, so essentially there never was one.
Man, I shredded mine because I didn't think it was important.
Okay, what happened to your money?
She stole it and she spent it on an expensive trip to Hawaii and other expensive things.
No, I mean, hypothetically, what was supposed to happen to your money?
I invested my money into a company and it was supposed to double.
Now, Mr. McCarroll, investments just don't work like that.
Man, it's the truth, man.
No proof.
Man, it's the truth.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. I have no further questions.
Are there any questions?
Well, actually, Your Honor, just one thing. I find it very peculiar that a week after the initial investment, the defendant decided to go on a 2-week vacation and bought a new house. Just find that peculiar. Thank you.
She had all that planned out beforehand. The plaintiff had nothing to do with that. Especially, there's no real evidence or even a legitimate argument about that.
Okay. With that, we'll take a short recess and return with closing statements, also a verdict from the jury.
You're all dismissed.
Now at break, Attorney Watkins is contemplating on how he should move on with this case. He is in a struggle with his faith and his job.
Hey, looks like you have a lot of pain going on inside. I've been watching the case. What's up?
Man, you know, I'm just at my lowest right now. This case is eating me up on the inside.
Why is that?
I could easily win this case, but all it does is just make me feel guilt for doing wrong. I know my client is as guilty as sin. And this happens every time on these big cases that I win. And I'm trying to keep the faith, but it seems to carry on to my relationship. at home with my wife, and like I just said, I'm trying to keep the faith, man, but it's just not working.
Well, who do you work for?
My attorney agency, along with myself and my clients.
See, that's what your problem is. You don't work for man. You work for God.
I mean, I believe in Jesus and what he did on the cross.
Yeah, but you don't trust him, though. Because if you did trust him, you would talk to God, and you wouldn't listen to what others tell you. If you truly believe before them, you will stand up before the man and say that you're committed to what he says and what the word says, and show yourself approved.
I think you're right, brother.
All right,
brother. All right.
You got this, man.
Lord, I'm sorry for these sins I committed. I just need your guidance right now. Show me the light in the direction you want me to take in this life. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you believe the prosecution proved all of these agreements, you must find the defendant guilty. But if you believe the prosecution did not prove any one of these agreements beyond a reasonable doubt, you must find the defendant not guilty.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I just want to...
I saw her Bentley parked outside the courthouse.
Bentley.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I think it has been made quite obvious that the defendant stole my client's investment. They have no kind of records that show what the investment was truly spent on. And you see that there are a lot of lavish things purchased immediately after. So, with that being said, you must find the defendant guilty. Thank you.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, as I very first stated earlier, under the law, my client here is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Then the very next thing I said is, you will hear no real evidence. Then the very next thing I said after that is, you will come to know the truth. And how I would end this is by saying, the truth is a very important thing. And somehow, everything in the darkness always comes to the light.
That's the contract, bruh.
Order in my court.
Cut up one more time, sir, and I'm going to haul you out.
All right, my bad.
Will the jury foreperson please stand? Has the jury reached a unanimous verdict?
Yes, Your Honor, we have reached a verdict.
The jury finds the defendant guilty. The jury is thanking the
What the heck, man? What was that? You're finished.
Look here now, bro, my brother. I serve God. I don't serve man.
And there you have it, the verdict